So good morning YouTube. I wanted to start from this end of the garden today. I've never been up here before with you, but I wanted to show you, I don't know if you can see them, I'm standing in there like. We went to a local garden centre and bought all this lot here for under £10, including 2 quite big bags of compost. So I'm showing you this end because a couple of people have commented and said I only have a small area to grow from, which is true. So this is why. This is the bit of the garden where the kids play, the grandkids come around and play, we sit and chill out, the birds get fed and have their bird baths, and I just don't have many plants here, just a few round the borders. I think my shadow's getting in all of them, so sorry about that. But then there's this little guy over here who keeps a watch on everything for us. And then you go through the gate here and into the growing area. There's a bit of a mess over here, there's the compost bin and stuff. But then we come to my greenhouse and the rest of the garden, you know. So let's have a quick look round. We'll come back to the greenhouse. Today I think we'll start up this end. Just over a week ago, about 10 days ago, I planted my garlic. I'm going to have to get the other side of it. I planted my garlic, and as you can see, if you look, it's coming through. But this tub's even better. But nature's a wonderful thing, eh? I've had to move it all over this side a bit to catch more sun, because we're going into autumn here, and sunlight's a bit of an issue because of the fence. But yeah, I think there's 1 or maybe 2 not sprouted in this container, and in this one they're all up. So yeah, that's the garlic. As for new additions, what else? The strawberry runners I planted up, they all seem to be doing okay. There's mummy and daddy. These are them Egyptian walking onions that I've also potted on. We've got a few on the go. They seem to be doing okay. This was my potato, my Christmas potato. Now this is interesting. Only 1 plant seems to have taken, but that is getting nice and healthy, nice and big. So what will happen now is give it a week or 2 when it gets a bit cooler, and I'll transplant this container into the greenhouse so that it stays a bit more protected, and hopefully it gets a bit more warmth and the plant will get big enough to produce some potatoes for Christmas. Under here I've got my 6 spring cabbage plants. Looks like there's a bit of a slug having a go at them, but I'll sort that. The thing is, they're in the net to stop the cabbage whites, so you put a net over them to stop the cabbage whites, and the slugs can get onto them unmolested. So yeah, there's that to deal with. The apple tree seems to be falling over again, even though I've staked it. I don't know what, it must be the wind. Then we go to the veg truck. Again, still full of strawberries. There are strawberries literally. I'm getting a handful of strawberries every day. I mean, some of them are quite small now, but they're getting there. More of the Egyptian walking onions in there also. Some rocket. These are the garlic chives. The lemon thyme it's been attracting hot pollinators for weeks and weeks and weeks. Homegrown tastes better. The fig tree is doing okay. Leeks, carrots, still all looking healthy. The end of the tomatoes, 2 Gardener's Delight, they look like they're on their last legs, but they're still producing fruit, so it's all good. These beans here, I thought these were finished. Some of these plants have no leaves and yet are still producing beans. Don't know how that works, because without the leaves to photosynthesize, but anyway, it is what it is. The spring onions, they're doing good, and the sweet corn. Some of this is ready to go, So lunchtime today, them 2 corns there are going to get picked. The rest I don't know about, because there's no pollen being produced from the top flowers now. So I don't know how these other ones are going to get pollinated. But it is what it is, and if nothing else, the compost bin will do alright. So, moving on, I've got these 2 bags of compost as well in with those plants for under a tenner. I'm quite pleased with that. Garden centre was having a sale day. So yeah, the greenhouse. Sweet potato plant's still healthy, getting bigger. The seedlings I planted, I've got some lettuce here, look, doing quite good. In this tub over here is some got a cobweb in my face. Spinach beet, and that's doing really well. The beetroot I planted in the other tub next to it is doing nothing, so I might transfer a few of those spinach beet into there. I thought I'd picked all my peppers, and look at this guy. How did I miss that? Must be as blind as a bat. Anyway, that's a bonus. The peas and beans I planted, I don't know if you can see that, but there's the beans, they're coming through, and there's the peas, no doubt about they're through. So yeah, that's basically it in here. There ain't a lot else going on. Another cucumber, be the last one. Tomatoes are all going to have to go. There's some kale coming up down here, little sproutings, some radishes in here, because I do like a bit of radish. And then there's celery I repotted, along with some radishes. In this one I put some old peas, and they haven't germinated, but they probably were too old. I think they was best before 2010, so I think I was being a bit ambitious there. This is what's left of the indigo blue tomatoes. The only reason I'm going to grow them again is because I have seeds left. Now, what else I wanted to talk to you about, just quickly. Hashtag plantykindness. Now, there's a lady called Deborah Christmas, who's one of my YouTube friends. She had a bit of trouble with trolls, online trolls, and she did a post about it, which led to her friend, who's now also my friend, from Pammy's Planty Things, and she started this hashtag plantykindness, basically just to promote positivity, not negativity. I mean, let's face it, there's enough negativity in the world, right? And I mean, I don't watch the news, I don't take a newspaper, because if I was to believe what I read and what's told me with the media's agenda, then most of the people I talk to on YouTube are either raving lunatics or starving, and of course neither of which is true. It's just the media have their own agenda for everything. And so yeah, the hashtag plantykindnessproject has been started to promote positivity and not negativity, and I'm behind it 100%. There's another guy who I also is a friend of mine on YouTube. His name's Dave, from Southpaw Davey's Urban Farm, and he finishes all his videos by saying it's nice to be nice, and that's true. It is nice to be nice. Why be horrible? I mean, if you spread negative anything, that affects you as much as it does the people that you spread it to. And you're never going to get happy by spreading negativity. Thankfully, I've been quite lucky. I've never ever had a troll on my YouTube or on any of my other social media. But I kind of feel sorry for these people, but there is absolutely no need for it. We all have down days, but we keep it to ourselves, right? But anyway, I didn't want to end on a bad note. What I will say is, all these people who I've mentioned in this, I will put a link at the bottom of this video. Also, there's a song by the Steeldrivers, which I'll have to mention. It's called If You Can't Be Good, Be Gone. And it works in this case, only if you can't be nice, be gone. Yeah, so basically that's it. I'll leave you with one last shot of my apple tree with the fruit, and then my sentiment for the day, and I'll say goodbye. See you all next time. That's me out. All the best. Bye.